Welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about the Sri Yantra, what it contains and how we can use it in meditation to further our understanding of what we're doing already and to put another tool in our meditation toolbox that we can pull out and use at any time. So let's get into it. So here we have a beautiful Sri Yantra. Yantra are mathematical meditative formulas, and as you gaze into them in a meditative manner, then you soak in their qualities, and that's their purpose. You're soaking something in which bypasses your conscious mind. You're soaking it up subconsciously. And that's the purpose of the yantra. There's no language or conscious mind understanding to get in the way. You simply stare at it and soak it in. And of all the yantra, the Sri Yantra is said to be the highest. And a number of yogis told me years and years ago, this is representative of the Om vibration. The vibration that is inside of every atom in the universe, which is the sustainer of all creation. The Shakti, the intelligent, energetic force that upholds the entire universe. The Christians would call this the Holy Ghost. And one of my friends actually put together a project where he got a huge speaker and he poured out the Om vibration, the very best approximation of the Om vibration that he could possibly find. And he put a tin plate and put sand on top of the tin plate. And he said that as the Om vibrated through the tin plate, you could begin to see something that approximated the Sri Yantra. And you could begin to understand how these yantra came into existence, how they were formulated based on specific frequencies. And so I have these pictures from a wonderful video. I'm going to have the link below. And you can see different frequencies. And you begin to get an idea how these yantra were created by the yogi. So now there's a secret to meditating on the Sri Yantra. And here it is very simply. It's a two-part secret. The first part, if you want to manifest something, then really concentrate your attention on the center. Be aware and hold your attention on the very center of the Sri Yantra as you stare at it. And if you want to become one with the universe, you want to get in touch with the divine, then you hold your awareness on the outer edge of the Sri Yantra. Those are the two secrets, right? And that instruction becomes more clear when we have a Meru. The Sri Meru is a 3D representation of the Sri Yantra. And it looks exactly like a pyramid. So I have some dear friends, Ashley and Duffy, and I knew that they had a 3D printer. I said, would you print one of these for me? Because I can't find one that I really like, and I was wondering if it would be possible to print one of these out for me. So they did, and they sent it to me, and it's beautiful. It's a 3D representation. It looks like a pyramid. It's a 3D representation of the Sri Yantra. And so, the secret goes, if we place the locus of our focus on the center, then we're working for manifestation. So something that you need to come to you, you put the locus of your focus here, and you hold that for the divine. Oh, Divine Mother, I really, I need some help here. This is what I need. And you put the locus of your focus right there. And then when you're trying to get in touch with the divine and merge with the divine, you put your locus of the focus all around the outside edge. So they sent me this beautiful Meru, Sri Meru, but that wasn't enough. So then they sent me a green one and then a blue one. These are so beautiful. And if you put these, I've got 3 in a row right here. They start to get a little powerful. And then they sent me a gold one. It's just beautiful. So these are really nice to place on your altar in front of the picture that you have of your Ishta, or maybe you have Lahiri Baba or Babaji, and you're magnifying that. You're helping to magnify that. You can feel it. You can put it on your altar and just feel it. Okay, so that was not enough. And then they sent me a glow-in-the-dark Sri Meru. So you put this on your windowsill, it will charge up with the light, and then it will glow all night. It's just beautiful. And then they sent me a huge glow-in-the-dark Sri Meru. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. And then they sent me these smaller ones. These are really cute, very nice. You wouldn't want the big one inside of your car. It's too much for your car. But these are really nice. You can place these anywhere, and you can think to yourself, right? That outside edge, that's the universe. It's representative of the entire universe, right? All manifestation fits in here. And they sent me these little cute ones. Oh my God, they're so cute. And they're so perfect. I mean, it's so small and it's still perfect. It's exactly like the larger version. It's beautiful. It's perfect. So you could put these anywhere. They will charge up whatever you put them next to, okay? So be conscious where you're putting them. Here's a little gold one. Beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous color. I love this one. It's like looking into the spiritual eye. Wow, look at that. Like fire. Just a beautiful shades. Just beautiful colors. Very active, right? And then they sent me the huge Sri Meru. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. It's gold. It's beautiful. Amazing. So now let's look using this huge one. Oh my God, look how big. Let's look at the secrets again. We put the locus of the focus on the center, and this is manifestation. And then if you were to meditate on this, right? So you would stare at this and grasp the idea while you're staring at it. And then you do your HRV resonance, right? You do your slowing down, entering into the low idle state, working with the freeze response, noticing the 4 proofs, making sure the parasympathetic is online. You enter into the Paravasta, and you use this kind of an exercise mentally as an immaterial meditation. And it's not about visualization. There's a concept, and then you feel. And then you have a concept, and then you feel. And that might sound a little bit strange, but it's kind of like being a mechanic for a car. You know that there's an engine, and you have a concept of the engine. Okay, I've got the gas, and it goes through the line, and it goes into the carburetor, and there's a spark, and that blows up, and that pushes the piston. And so you have a working knowledge of the engine, and you can picture that, but it's just a concept. You don't have to visualize all the pieces in order to understand how the engine works. You have a concept of it, and then you go to the engine, you try and figure out, okay, where is this falling apart? And you work with it that way. So there's concept, and then there's action. Then there's concept, and then there's action and reaction. And that's how you fix an engine. So the concept is only there to help guide you in the process. It is there. The concept is there. But you don't have to visualize all the parts in order to be a mechanic. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way in meditation. So we're going to take this concept of the Sri Meru, And we'll have a concept of that. And then we'll feel what it does to us in the immaterial meditation once we have already established the low idle state. And that's how meditation gets really powerful. So we put the locus of our focus here in the center to practice. And then we move to the next level, right? And now we're coming out of manifestation. We're heading towards the hugeness of the divine. And we head out to the next level. And then we hold the next level. The locus of our focus is here. And then we head to the next level. And the next level. And the next level. Until we stretch ourselves farther and farther into the hugeness of the divine. And so we're going from left brain, manifestation, go out and do it, to more and more and more of the right brain, encompassing everything, holding everything. So you can imagine this is your window into the divine. This is your window. And little by little by little, you are stretching your conscious awareness. Your consciousness, very, very slowly, is stretching into infinity. Because we can't take all of infinity at once. It's overwhelming. We don't have the capacity. We have to stretch ourselves in the immaterial meditation until we can begin to embrace the entirety of the Big Holy. Now, here's the part that some of us meditators forget sometimes. Now that you've embraced the Big Holy, bring the blessing back into your life and let it manifest here, right? So you take that Big Holy, that huge divine Om vibration, and you bring it back, and you bring it back, and you bring it back, and you bring it back. You bring it back down to you, and it manifests in your life. And that's why they're telling you, okay, here's the Big Holy, here's the manifestation, right? This is where it meets, this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where it's coming into your life. And so now you're figuring out, oh my God, we're using the whole brain. We come to this point where the rubber meets the road and we go out and we do the things that we do. And then we go back and we embrace the divine. And then we bring the divine back down to earth, to us, to here, to the left brain, to the personality, to your life story. And it's just a progression, back and forth and back and forth. And this gorgeous, perfect, mathematical symbol is showing you the way. From here to here to here. Back and forth. And that's the most gorgeous life right there. Where you don't just stay here. You're not just in the world pinched and tight and too concentrated. But you spread out and you become the hugeness. And then you take that hugeness and you bring the blessing of it back down to you and your life. So the idea is that we practice with the Sri Meru. We practice with the Sri Yantra. And then we take that concept and we feel ourselves, our expansion, expanding and expanding and expanding, and bathe in that hugeness. Become the holy potato and allow yourself to soak into a larger and larger perception of the hugeness of the divine, of the hugeness of the universe that you live in. Spaciousness and intelligence. We're bathing in that hugeness over and over again. And that's what makes it an immaterial meditation. Once you've already entered into the low idle state, then you soak in that larger and larger, as large as I can feel, over and over again. And that's the secret of the Sri Meru, this huge one, is gorgeous. I said, would you please make these available for my students because they're so cool. And so they ramped up their production, and to make one of these large ones, it takes about, I think he said 24 hours. It takes a bit of time. He will be up all night to make sure that the printing works well, because sometimes it gets a little too hot. You have to be there to make sure it's working correctly. So there's a lot that goes into this, and it's just beautiful. I said, I know you've shipped before, you've shipped things before. Would you make this available to my students? And they did. And at first I put it on Patreon, and now they have enough. They think they're ready for you guys. If you want to grab some of these, I think they're beautiful. I think you will love them. I think they're a gorgeous reminder of this. Where do I fit into the universe? How does this work? How does it all come together? And it's just this gorgeous, gorgeous representation. Starting from where I'm at, working my way slowly into the infinite, bringing that blessing back down into my life. And that's why the Sri Meru is often associated with Lakshmi and that blessing coming down to you. She is the representative of that Shakti energy, that first energy from the very big bang, that blessing coming down into your life. So my dear friends, they were so kind. They said, yeah, you know, we have an old website that we haven't been using. We'll throw some on there and make them available for your students. This is just for you guys. I actually wanted this for all of you on Christmas, especially for those who are on Patreon. I wanted it for all of you for Christmas. Didn't quite work out, so here we are in January, almost February. And I hope that you guys really love it. They're just beautiful. I adore the gold one and the huge one. You can't compare. It's just gorgeous. So I hope that you love this. Big hugs to all of you for being here on this channel, being interested in yoga, being interested in meditation. It means the world to me. You've become my family and my friends, and I couldn't hope for more wonderful, sincere, earnest yogis, amazing yogis. I hear stories, oh my God, amazing, all the time. Oh, you always amaze me. I've nailed this yoga to the floor. You know how it works. And you just go out there and you do it. It's amazing. Take care, and I'll see you next time.